Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Go ahead. Hold. 58 to Mike, 58.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Even. 4th down. Even. Switch. Hey, ball.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down, Chicago.
Put up, 180. 52's the light.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
Gets it to Gabriel on the jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. Spinning past him. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Trubisky to throw. That is caught by Cohen. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then dropped just inside the 20. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Trubisky will throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run with Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
Hey, color.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Cohen. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, exit. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. We got. Little Mike 52, Mike 52.
Now Trubisky. And it's incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
No.
On the right side, this is Miller. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Now, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Drake. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Like 20. 58 to Mike. Pick me up. Here we go.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here comes Cohen. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Bears take over.
At their own 47-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
First down, Chicago.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdown. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as the Bears push further out in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. He's going to air one out. Well, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky, and nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, wahoo! Push him back.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Trubisky to throw again. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing here, Trubisky, looking for the end zone. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson there to make the grab as the Bears push further out in front. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Fitzpatrick. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The Dolphins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Lock in, lock in. Yep.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I'm coming.
Off the toss, Cohen. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 35 on second down, Trubisky into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass catcher.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This is Gabriel out on the left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 now. Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And Robinson with a big catch. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Throwing on second and 14. Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground with Drake. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st down, Drake. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Yeah. 52 and 56, 52 and 56.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Sanders' kick is good, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
On the run, it's Davis, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And they'll get this down to the 10. The Chicago passing game on point. They've got another first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Davis. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Trubisky toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Drake. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now Fitzpatrick. Kevin Pierre-Louis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brings up 4th down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! He's coming! Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. His second touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Well, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, color.
Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Bilal Nichols in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. 3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Going right side here, and that's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Now Fitzpatrick on 4th down. And it is incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. This will be caught inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game,